Hello and welcome to the Rise and Thrive podcast, your guide to self-discovery. I'm Melly Rose, helping you to overcome fear, build self-awareness, create stronger relationships, and uncover your truest self. Tune in and let's embark on this transformative journey of self-realization and enlightenment together. It's time to empower yourself shamelessly and unapologetically. Your full potential awaits. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, we're going to talk about self-love and how to cultivate it. People always say it's important to love yourself or have self-love, but what does it mean? It can be hard to understand this concept if you've never been exposed to it in any way. And depending on your childhood or what you've been through, you might not even have a clue about where to begin with all of it. You might wonder if it's even possible to feel that way about yourself. But it definitely is, because luckily, self-love is a skill that you can develop, and over time, with some dedication, it'll become a more natural part of your day-to-day life. So, how do we understand self-love, and why does it matter? Self-love means that you appreciate and value yourself. You treat yourself the way that you treat someone else that you really love. And many times, this means that we must act as that parent or best friend that we always needed. It's understanding that how you feel is important, knowing that your voice matters, and knowing that you matter. It doesn't mean that you have to hold yourself to this high standard of perfection. In fact, it means loving yourself even with those imperfections, because you know and understand that you're worthy of love even with them. It plays a major role in our overall well-being, quality of life, having true confidence, and in our ability to maintain and establish healthy relationships. If you're at the beginning of your self-love journey, or you're working towards it, and you need a little more clarity and guidance to help you along the way, here are some tips that helped me on my journey. Become aware of your inner dialogue and any negative self-talk. Every time that you catch yourself thinking a negative thought or going back to an old pattern of putting yourself down in your thoughts, take it as an opportunity to flip it, to reframe it into something that's more positive and more nurturing towards yourself. Think about what would you need a best friend to tell you in that moment to uplift you? What would be a more nurturing and supportive approach towards yourself? How would you support, nurture, and uplift somebody that you really care about if they were going through what you're going through? Doing this will help to regulate your emotions and make you stronger and more resilient to the challenges that you may face in life. Become aware of and work on changing any negative beliefs that you may have about yourself. Think about where they came from. Chances are they came from an outside influence from you, because none of us come into this world thinking or believing something negative about ourselves. And maybe it was during your childhood years growing up, during school, at some point in your career or work life. But however it got there, and whoever may have had a strong influence in you having that negative belief about yourself, understand that it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. It really is true when they say, hurt people hurt people. And when we go around spreading negativity or bringing others down, it's because we're operating from a wounded place. If you think about it, somebody who truly feels good about themselves and about their life isn't going around spreading negativity. By understanding this, It allows you to begin the process of changing those negative beliefs, of letting them go, releasing them, to make room for more healthy and positive beliefs for yourself. Understand that life is, well, life. Meaning, it's not perfect, just like us. You're not going to feel great 100% of the time, and you're not going to feel happy 100% of the time, and that's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself about it. For a long time, I was really hard on myself about that. I thought that every time I felt a heavier, more difficult, negative emotion, that it made me weak, that it made me unworthy or unlovable. I felt like I was failing myself if I ever felt that way, because I wasn't living up to my unhealthy high standard of being perfect, being strong, being mature. In a way, I felt unacceptable to myself during those times. But the more I practiced thinking more nurturing and supportive thoughts towards myself and being my own best friend, acting as my own best friend, I realized that even in those moments where you feel ugly or emotional or not your best, you're still worthy of love. And it's especially in those moments that we need to show up for ourselves the way that we'd show up for someone else that we really care about and love. In those moments, be more compassionate and forgiving towards yourself, because we all go through difficult periods or moments of our lives. But the way that you decide to show up for yourself can make all the difference in how you rise and how you bounce back. Make time to take care of yourself the way that you need to be taken care of. Do something that pours into your cup, fills your own cup in some way. Make that time a priority and see it as important. This could be taking some time to listen to your favorite music, reading your favorite book, cooking your favorite meal, going to the gym, or spending time in nature. But whatever it is, make sure that it's something that makes you happy, makes you feel peace, and makes you feel joy. See the time that you take for yourself as gifts that you give to yourself. Make this a daily practice and use it as a way to show up for yourself. Over time, you'll see how much better you'll begin to feel. Ultimately, cultivating self-love is about creating and sticking with more positive habits. It takes a certain level of awareness and dedication of and for yourself. But as long as you remember why you're doing it, because you want more peace, you want to live a better quality of life, you want to have more confidence, you want to show up better not just for yourself, but for the people that you care about, you'll not only be able to develop this skill, but you'll know it so well that it'll become your new second nature. At the end of the day, you're the one that has to be with you. So will you choose to think and believe things that aren't benefiting you in any way? Or will you choose to believe and think that which is of your highest benefit, potential, growth, love, and peace? The choice is yours. And to choose a path of self-love is an already deeply self-loving thing to do. So, you're already much closer than you think. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, bye for now.